Devious Dungeon is a classic platform adventure type of game, even styled as such, with the art style being 8-bit pixel. It's one of those old new-gen console games that started as a mobile game and got ported. If you search for it now in the iOS App Store, you'll just find a different knockoff looking game. It's on more of the simple side as far as gameplay and story, and doesn't take much time to beat. It's a roguelike game with a ton of different generated levels, but the amount changes depending on how you progress through the section you're playing. I've played through this and a similar type of game, Helmut, both of which I earned their respectful platinums. There's actually a sequel to this game though, and I've had it for months. With these types of games having similar trophies, I might as well finish up the first Devious Dungeon video by earning this platinum as well. So starting off, there's 3 different characters, but the mage had the best stats, so I just chose him. And of course, the story's a little different this time around. So right off the bat, the trophies are very similar to the first game, a little bit different for certain ones, but there are 2 more than last time, and the game itself is pretty much the same, but now I can fire projectiles. Now just like the first game, of course, finishing the tutorial earns you a trophy. There is no death related trophy this time, but there is still the same map one. The leveled up one is reused. Now what was added was mini bosses and treasure to collect. These are the first 2 that you unlocked. There's 3 for both. Next up is all the standard shop related trophies. Next up is the second treasure related trophy and 1 miscellaneous one. This one is reminiscent of the first game, but it's easier because you can use projectiles now. 5 instead of 1 this time. And then I geared up and got ready for the first boss. Next I got the last treasure related trophy, another mini boss related trophy, a miscellaneous, and then the second boss. Finally, I earned the last mini-boss related trophy, the last miscellaneous, and I faced off against the last 3 bosses. As you can see, way different than expected. Different than the first game, there's actually an entire separate world. I guess a bonus world, you could call it. And so of course I had to upgrade my character to match this new level of difficulty, and I played through all the levels, but this world actually ended up being more difficult than you would expect. It was definitely harder, especially once I reached the final boss, the true final boss, and he definitely gave me a run for my money. Definitely the hardest boss in the game, which I guess makes sense. And I know this is the type of game where you grind and get stronger and you go back to levels, but I was really trying to avoid that, I'm not gonna lie. But eventually I had to just accept it, and I went back, got to around level 40, got an acid damage weapon, and that was enough to do it. And there you have it. Definitely not the hardest platinum, but I wouldn't say it's the easiest either. I know I've been doing pretty easy ones lately, or ones that aren't even platinums in general, but I hope this can at least be an official platinum video. And definitely some good stuff coming soon. Love you all. This is Devious signing out. Peace.